Hi guys, I'm back with another video. My name is Obi. I'm a prop trader from Ashedge, and I'm here to give you daily Bitcoin and macro analysis of the cryptocurrency market as a whole. And we just jump right straight into the charts. We look at the Bitcoin USD perpetual on the Ashedge platform, and as you can see, I was targeting and I was anticipating the weekly flows for last week, and right as we said, and we have said it, we closed on our 94,184. So you see, like, it is the chart is actually respecting all the levels we have drawn so far, and now we seem to be pulling back. So we'll be anticipating we'll remain in this range up to around 90,000, 88,000 as our support trend line. And we look at the RSI, we seem to be pointing downwards. Everything still looks very structurally bullish, but we look towards the broader view of the week, and let's see what plays out. And we look and we anticipate to the US Open also, which will be later in the day from my time here in Dubai, and we see how when markets open, when traditional markets, financial markets open, how that will affect the price. Either bulls will step in to cover up the bears, or bears will continue to win the day. But we see right now bears seem to be winning. If you took a trade on it on the shorter time frame, you would have been making profit right now, because shorting the market would have been in hindsight, shorting the market will have been the best position to take. Moving forward, we look at Solana, also the same thing, because Bitcoin is the godfather. Anything that happens in Bitcoin, actually, you can see that reverberating all over different cryptocurrencies, apart from a select few. You see that happening also with Solana. Solana's also pointing downwards, but like I said, for Bitcoin, it's the same thing. We still remain structurally bullish for now, and we just watch and let's see what the price action is telling us over the course of today, when the market is open and traders are fully back. Traditional financial traders are fully back on their seats, and we would know what, and if any bullish headlines here and there. Like I said last week, this week we have a busy week ahead of us. On-chain summit happening today and tomorrow. A lot of side events in the crypto industry and the crypto world. Token 2049 happening later this week. A lot of bullish things coming up. Sui base camp coming up in next week. So all of these bullish catalysts are going to definitely affect price action and what is happening in this space overall. So we expect further headlines to be coming up this week. So we anticipate all of that. We look at Sui also looking good, respecting our trend line and the box range that I drew here. So I anticipated there will be a further movement to the downside, because it looks overbought, and we are seeing that play out. We still are making a higher high on all three charts that I've showed. So this looks structurally bullish, and for now we just anticipate further movement and let the price speak to us, and let the price tell us what it's doing over the past day or days coming. We look at Sui, and we can see here it's being stated that Sui has flipped Ethereum, base, Tron, and Solana for the first time in daily stablecoin transfer volume. So this is very, very bullish for the Sui ecosystem, and Sui is one of the contenders, like I said earlier, I believe, for the L1 race, to win the L1 race. So Sui, a lot of things going to come out for Sui. We know the base camp is Sui base camp is coming up. A lot of Pokemon collaboration is also going on along for Sui. I'm sure there are going to be further news that they will be dropping during their summit next week. We look at the fear and greed index. We can see now we are back at neutral, because of course, because the price is not giving gains as it was, and it's not giving volatile movement, which I think is healthy. We need sometimes to go back to our neutral positions to assess the market, to see what is going on before we take further positions. So this is quite healthy for the market. Looking at the crypto bubbles and looking at the altcoin market as a whole, you can see a wall of red. Just a few select coins are in green. You can see like XMR, Monero, which is Monero, Core, while Fatcoin, a meme coin, Monero is actually private coin, so quite interesting that private coin is actually showing its head right now. And Pengu is from Lucas. I forget his last name, but Luca. His name is Luca, and is the creator of Pengu, and also the abstract ecosystem. So that is also bullish, and I believe they have just launched their L2 recently, about some months ago. So that is quite interesting, and that shows a lot of bullish momentum happening for that. We move along and look at the news and fundamental news, and you can see that a lot of traders, especially respected analysts, Willy Woo, is positioning and saying that Bitcoin is locking in for a major breakout, and there's a lot of capital flows into Bitcoin, which will surge the price and will create an upside swing for Bitcoin, and is saying that dips are purely in buy zones right now, and liquidity is rolling back. Investor faith is stronger than ever, and the setup for all-time highs has never looked better. Do you agree with us? But all with myself, because I believe this, with Willy Woo and with a lot of analysts. Let me know what you think in the comments below. We can see that the wyckoff pattern is also showing an accumulation within these three zones, and you can see the first one, there's accumulation around this zone, and it dropped. The second one, which is manipulation, this is accumulation, this is manipulation, and this is going to be distribution up to the upside, and this shows this is the wyckoff pattern, which is popular between charting and within the crypto space, and it shows that this will be distribution, whereby people that have accumulated here and people that have also accumulated here will be distributing it to the people that FOMO in here. So this is what traders. So as traders, we should be accumulating DCA in these positions, also laddering position and laddering trades over here, and here is quite acceptable for a upward swing up to here. Then we sell here to the bears, or to those, or so to say, like they say, the dumb money crowd. Moving along, we just look at Lawrence Lippard saying that anybody who has 0 Bitcoin is really missing the most asymmetric bet that he has ever seen.
Bitcoin goes, the issuance schedule is set. There's not going to be any more. It comes out, say about Bitcoin, I think people don't understand, and this is part of the innovation that's really important. Think about Bitcoin's a commodity, right? The SEC said it's a commodity. It is a commodity. One coin's the same as the next. Okay, fine. Every commodity in the world, if you increase its price, the supply goes up. If gold went to 10,000 tomorrow, we'd mine more gold. If corn went up, if oil went to $300 a barrel, we'd drill for more oil. You would get more, higher price, you would get more. No matter where the price of Bitcoin goes, the issuance schedule is set. There's not going to be any more. It comes out, every block is, 6.25 coins right now, soon to be half of that. So, that's unique. And as a result of that, the world has never seen anything that really kind of looks like this, which is why, Ronnie Stofferly had a great chart on it. Bitcoin from inception has grown at 145% compound annually, and it's got a lower Sharpe ratio than any other asset. This is an amazing beast. It really is. And so I, look, but it's volatile, and to some it's scary, and I get all of that. But, I've long contended that anybody who has 0 of this is really, really missing the most asymmetric bet that I've ever seen in 40 plus years of trying to make asymmetric bets.
Right.
So asymmetric bet, that was one thing that stood out to me. Anybody that is missing this asymmetric bet is missing out on the most bullish narrative, on the most bullish assets that are actually increase their portfolio, increase their wealth. Anybody who is missing it is missing out on a lot. You can also see the same thing Pompliano too said about it here. And he's saying one way to think about financial return is how long it has recently taken to capture a 200% return on assets. Where do you see that? Only in Bitcoin. S&P 500, it took them 12 years to get that kind of 200% return. Gold over 15 years, but Bitcoin, you have seen that in 2 years. Guys, it's right here standing in front of us. Bitcoin, crypto market delivers returns that, like they say in crypto space, that will melt your face. Bitcoin continues to be the fastest horse. That's what Lawrence Lepard is telling us. Anthony Pompliano is telling us. We can see on the chart, this is the time for us to accumulate for upside swing like this. Willy Woo is saying we are approaching a major big breakout. What else is there? What else points and catalyst will you be able to see that we are on the brink of a major upside? You can see even IMF is trying to curb and is trying to prevent El Salvador from trying to buy more Bitcoin. And they give them a $1.4 billion deal. But what even happened? El Salvador being very smart. Took the money from IMF and used it to buy more Bitcoin. Smart of them. But they are also accumulating. We should be accumulating and we should be positioning ourselves for the upside. You can see that the Bitcoin accumulation trend score is nearing 1, showing intense accumulation and showing strong holder conviction. So it's a lot of conviction in this asset. Guys, this asset is what will give us financial freedom, and this is our path to wealth. Our path from zero to Ferrari. Now we just end the chart, the whole analysis with World Liberty Finance, and showing that 94% of Trump's crypto holdings are based on Ethereum blockchain. I know Ethereum looks bad, and anyways, let's take a quick look at Ethereum chart. Still looks like a shitty chart, looking like it's trending downwards, RSI pointing down below the 50 moving averages, below the 200 EMA moving averages. However, there's a lot of bullish catalyst and narrative on the Ethereum. We know for a fact that a lot of projects, L2s, are building on Ethereum. Ethereum is facing a major problem right now, but that doesn't discount it as being a huge contender in this space. Institutions are holding Ethereum, and there's a reason why they are doing so. So for us, it's just for us to just DCA into Ethereum and position ourselves prepared for it. Right now, there's nothing to say about the chart. No trade jumps at us right now on the Ethereum chart. No trade jumps on the Ethereum chart. But right now, no trade at the moment jumps on Solana or SUI or Bitcoin. But we watch for the daily, how this daily says, what this day is saying, and what the candle dictates, and that will further inform us further, because that will give us much more data to be able to position ourselves to make an informed decision by the end of the day, once the traditional financial desk open today. Anyways, I'm here giving you daily analysis of this. We are here taking note of the market, taking advantage of every swing, either upside or downside, while managing our risk effectively and making sure that we hedge our positions to take advantage of this exponential upswing in the highest ever as financial assets that will give us exponential returns like the world has never seen. That's why we're here as traders, to take advantage of this. Zero to Ferrari. Goodbye.